Hey guys, it's Shannon with Play with the World, and I am here in one of the most beautiful places in America. I'm in Grand County, Colorado, which is west of the Rocky Mountains. I'm going to give you a tour here. You have to see how beautiful this is. It's gorgeous. Early morning. It's peaceful, it's serene, and it's all about coming back to yourself here and connecting with nature. And today's message is similar to Nature Brings Me Happiness. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, happiness and how we can keep our happiness. A lot of people reach out to me, readers of Find Your Happy, and also people, fans of Facebook and of you guys here on the newsletter. You say, you know, this is great, I'm happy, I was really happy, but then something happened and, you know, I'm really not happy now. Or whatever the situation is, it's how do we keep our happiness? How do we really stay in that state of flow and feeling connected to ourselves and living our best life? That's what today's message is about. And so I'm going to share with you some steps that you can take to maintain your happiness and why we lose our happiness. I first want to start by saying happiness in itself is not a destination. I know you've heard this before, but the reality is, even Find Your Happy, it's about finding what brings you joy and living your joy and doing what brings you happiness in each moment. So here's the thing, life is a series of ups and downs and ebbs and flows, much like the ocean, and the waves come out and they come in. This is exactly what happens in life. We have an opportunity to choose our happiness. So that's what we're going to talk about today. There's 3 steps you can take to make sure that what happens in your world doesn't affect you, because most of the time I want you to think about a situation right now that might be making you unhappy, and perhaps it's a situation outside of yourself. This person broke up with me, I don't have enough money, my boss isn't appreciating me, whatever the situation is, it's outside of you. And then as I take you through the steps today, watch how you can transform this experience and continue to hold on to happiness no matter what's going on outside of you. It's a beautiful practice, and that's what happiness is. I want to start there because happiness is a practice. Just like brushing your teeth, we brush our teeth every day so we can have a healthy, happy smile, and so we can smile and feel confident. It's the same thing with happiness. It's a practice you do every day, not to just get happy. We don't just brush our teeth only for the result. We brush it because it's a habit. So you're going to make happiness a habit, because when you practice it every day, you're able to maintain life and really control that outward expression of feeling anxious that won't happen as much because you have the tools to put into place. So I'm going to start with the very first step, and that is number 1, to clean up your thoughts. When we clean up our thoughts, we clean up our life. It is a law of the universe that what you think about, you will experience. And so I want you to think about the experience in your life that's causing you stress, causing you pain, and think, what are my thoughts about this situation? If you're going through a breakup, are you thinking about the breakup before it happened, about, you know, the anxiety in the relationship, or perhaps how you're going to lose the love, or there's all kinds of things that come up in our minds. So you want to think about your thoughts. You really want to focus on positive thoughts. So even me, I am happy, but I also go through moments of feeling sad or feeling insecure, and so I'm constantly refocusing my thoughts. Even when I woke up just today, the first thought I have is, oh, I'm pretty bloated today because we had a big dinner last night here in Colorado. It was great, but I was like, oh, I'm bloated, and then I started to almost cycle into kind of the negative downward, God, you can't seem to, you know, control your weight, and it was just this negativeness, and I quickly stopped it. Before I even opened my eyes, this happened. And I stopped it in the moment. I said, you're beautiful, you're doing the best you can, you're fit, you're healthy, you're working out. You know what? It's okay to experience bloatedness. It's just part of life. And that was how my process went. And so I immediately stepped out of that negative vortex of downward spiral. How can you stop yourself in the act? So I encourage you to choose positive thoughts and really focus where your thinking is and turn it into a positive experience. The second step, which is so important, number 2, is to change your response. What do I mean by this? Okay, so here's the situation in life. You have situations that come at you all the time. And our reaction to the situation is what determines our happiness, our depression, our sadness, it determines how we react. So I want you to look at your reaction, because guess what? Life is just going to keep lifing. Breakups will happen, disease will happen, different weights you'll lose weight, you'll gain weight, all kinds of things. Financial, you'll have a lot of money sometime, you won't have money. It's part of being in life and experiencing all kinds of things that life has to offer. So when things happen, you want to look at your response and your reaction. Are you emotionally responding? And if you are, you want to take out the emotion and look at the situation just as it is. Emotional response is really about, let's say my boyfriend broke up with me. Therefore, I'm lonely. I'm, ugly. No one loves me. I'm never going to be alone. I'm just doomed to be single forever. This is you reacting to a situation. Because of something happened, I feel this way. So look at if the situation in your life that is causing you the most stress is actually being burdened on you because of your emotional response. A lot of times we respond, but it's not the fact. So look at your response and change it. Instead of taking on all that pressure and feeling like you did something wrong, you want to really go inward and say, you know what? Step back and say, there's something else that I can look at here. So perhaps there's a breakup in your life, or I'm using that as an example, of course. You put whatever situation in your own world and really look at, okay, so even though this happened, I'm going to respond in this way. So that empowers you. It empowers you to really focus forward, to feel happier, and it makes you feel more in control of your life. So look at where your mind is going with those negative thoughts, catch them, put them into positive thoughts, and 2, respond in a different way. Instead of putting your emotions into the outcome, really say, there's something else. A good rule of thumb, which I say all the time, is it's this or something better. If you're experiencing rejection or something didn't happen the way you wanted, say, you know what? I trust the right thing is on its way to me. It's about trusting the universe. The last step I'm going to share with you, number 3, is to be present. Be present in this moment, and you will feel more free. Here's what happens. We replay situations from the past, and they cause us more frustration, and maybe you're thinking, I used to be happy, but I'm not happy now. How can I get my happy back? That is keeping you in the past, and then you worry about the future. So if you're anxious, you're in the future. If you're in fear, you're in the past, and you want to really be present because you only have control of this moment right now. This moment is all we have. So how can you be more present in this moment? There are so many things you can do. First, go to all your senses, smelling, tasting, seeing, everything, feeling, but also catch yourself. Today is really about a mental makeover for you, catching yourself. Your happiness doesn't lie in the situations in your life. It really pertains to how you can move forward with confidence and regain your self-control, because we can have our mind go rampant and tell us what's not right and how we're failures, or we can control and say, you know what, I'm doing the best I can, I'm showing up, and I choose to be happy. May not be as happy as I think I can be, but guess what? I am happy for this moment. So how can you add more happiness into this moment? How can you be more at peace with yourself? Happiness, guys, is part of life, but it's not the end goal of life. What you're going through right now is supposed to be something you experience. Enjoy that process of feeling it, because guess what? This too will pass. Okay, guys, I'm so happy I could report to you from the beautiful Colorado. I hope you have a wonderful week finding your happy. Thanks for playing with the world. Bye, guys.